Peace, reflection. Just gonna dive in on this one, man, because it's real. It's real. I need y'all to listen up. I want y'all to understand one thing right now. Coming in. I want to talk about something called black supremacy, melanin supremacy. Something that's happening on the planet right now. A divine thing. We waking up. The DNA is being activated. We got activators on the planet. We call them the gods. Shout out to Yada. Shout out to King Noble. Shout out to Brother Polite. Shout out to Young Pharaoh. Shout out to RB, what was his dude name? RBG. RFG Chosen. Shout out to all the spiritual leaders. Right now, I'm letting us know this is a public message right now. Right now is a time that we put our differences aside, because our differences and our belief systems and our egos is not a time for those things to be getting in the way of what's coming together right now. Right now on the planet is heating up, but I'm going to drop some metaphysical, crazy, deep information right now that you probably, maybe heard a little bit of it before from me. But the thing I want to let you know about what's going on right now here on the planet in the present moment. The black man is waking up. He's starting to resist. The black man is the immune system. But let me tell you what this is. We have to understand that the planet is an organism. We are living inside of our own bodies. Now, I ain't going to go too deep because I know a lot of people listening and it might go over your head. But what's happening is life. Life is happening to you. You don't understand what's going on because it's happening to you and you're going through a metamorphosis. All of the chosen beings that are here for the resistance, and they can't stop it and they know they can't stop it. The black man is the immune system of this planet, and we waking up. We don't have time to be fighting each other. We don't have time to be bickering and arguing amongst each other. We gotta come together. Fuck the differences. Right now, the planet and is calling duty to the service of why we came here. We can only be distracted by stupid shit, by our lower self. Share this video. We about to go deep. Listen to me right now. I want you to understand something. I want you to understand what melanin is. Why are you brown? Why is your hair black? Why is your eyes black? Why are you brown? What does this mean? Why is the earth brown? Why is the ground brown? Why is the trees brown? The melanated black man is the immune system of this planet. We are here to take over the world, to apply the laws of Ma'at, the laws of nature. See, before the genetically modifications of humanity, we lived by a natural law, a natural system, laws that were already here on the planet matrix that we appeared on. But we have came back and logged in. Your reality you have logged back into. You could think about your first memory and you could say, well, how did I get here? Ask that question. How did I get here? The first memory you ever had as a child, and you say to yourself, how did I ever get here? What is this? Is this a dream? The first thing that I could remember, did I exist before that first memory? Or did I log in to something here? I logged in, and when I logged in, my whole life I've been downloading my purpose. every situation that you've been in. You're not here for a relationship. You're not here for this mundane European mind state and culture. You're not here to adopt that. And I'm not talking to everybody here. I'm talking about the chosen. The people that actually hear me and it hits their heart and they understand. You're not here for paradise. Oh, no, no, no. You logged in here to bring change, order, structure, balance. There are beings. And I don't even want to call them humans because they're not humans, because they're genetically modified versions of humans. They're splices of humans. They're mutations of humans that's on this planet. And their time is up. Their time is up and they're falling apart. All of the doctrines is falling apart. We're figuring it out. Even the people that despise and hate me go throughout my videos and don't realize their subconscious is being programmed and they're being awoken. We got activators. Shout out to Yada. Shout out to King Noble. Shout out to Melanation. Don't you see it happening? Yeah, we got our different. Shout out to Brother Polite. Shout out to Young Pharaoh. Don't you see it happening? We are the activators. And yeah, we have our egos. But we coming together. And we going to form together like Voltron. And I guarantee you, we going to see our differences, pass our differences, because our purpose is far way more important than our differences. We got to come together. We going to come together. Me, Yada, King Noble, Brother Polite, Young Pharaoh, RG, whatever the dude name is. I like that guy. He's smart. What's his name?
RFG Chosen
One. R what?
RFG.
RFG Chosen One. Like that guy. He's smart. Even 13th Love. I love you, bro. Fuck our egos. We all got the same purpose, and that's to liberate melanated people on this planet. Organization is what we need. We need structure. It's coming, family. Be prepared, support. It's coming, melanation. We're going to form up with all the other nations. We in the beginning stages, but it's coming. We rough around the edges, but we waking up. It's happening, and I want you to know this before it happens. I want you to know that I told you it's going to happen. I'm telling you it's about to happen. I know you see the differences in us arguing. Shout out to Sonetta. Thank you for your platform. And although it has been abused because we are sick, it's okay. Because we waking up. We stumbling. We got to trip before. We crawling before we walk. But we starting to get our equilibrium and our calibration. Because life is happening to us and we coming together. And everything going to come together like Voltron. And I guarantee you we going to rule. And when we rule, it's going to be a glorious day. We going to separate from this system. When we separate from this system, there's going to be black supremacy. And I'm talking about melanated, Ma'at law supremacy. Shout out to the Israelites. Shalom, brother. Black supremacy. Shout out to Yada. What can be greater than you? Shout out to Young Pharaoh. Don't debate me. Huh? Shout out to Brother Polite. Financial liberation. The brother R Chosen One. Shout out to him. I like that guy. Shout out to 13th Love. Huh? With the wisdom and knowledge, the elder. I love you. I respect you. We not always in agreement with all this information, but guess what? We got the same goal in mind, and we got to reach together and bring together that. We got to love each other and accept each other in our flaws. We have to, that's love. We all got the same goal in mind, man. Fuck our egos. We gonna come together. We gonna get militant. We not gonna let Malachi York die in vain or be put away in vain. Shout out to the great Malachi York and what he did. We will not let what he did go in vain. We will build. We will build pyramids. We will build like we were some ants on this planet. And we will protect it and die for this planet and its frequency, because we are the original humans on this planet. And we are waking up through our DNA. The spirits of the ancestors are waking up in our DNA. And the black man, it starts with us. We need you, black woman. The black woman, we need your support. We need you there. We need you to speak power into us, not death. Speak power into us. Don't bring us down. Don't knock us down. We need you to speak power into us. Encourage us to be men and stand up and not fall victim to our obstacles set in front of us. Black woman, I need you to use that power that the European system and white supremacy gives you to put your man back in power. Huh? We have to use this money against itself. Very soon, the money is not going to mean nothing. And when that economy fails, what do we have but each other? We need you. We need each other. Right now, it's every man for themselves. Money does that. But when the money ain't got no value no more, what do you have but each other? I've been talking to Yada. I've been talking to King Noble. Haven't talked to Brother Polite yet. Haven't talked to Young Pharaoh yet. That's okay. We will not let our egos get in the way of our purpose. We were sent here with a certain amount of knowledge and information that the others didn't have, because we're here to spark the others to awaken greatness in them so that we can move. We might be the spark or the leaders of these things, but we are not the end of it. You got the babies out here that's going to take over. Don't you let nobody tear us down online. Don't let nobody tear a black man down online. Do you hear me? Do not care. If he's a melanated man, we're going to chastise him or chastise him amongst ourselves. Because that's somebody's son. That's somebody's daughter. We got to have order. We have to have ma'at, and we got to get together. We're not perfect, but we must strive for perfection. We got to come together. Y'all share this video. It's too many motherfucking Mr. Smiths inside our black family has crept in. The devil and the demons and the fallen angels have crept in to our melanated people to hate ourselves. And that's okay. It's the healing process. It hurt. It hurt, but it's getting better. I'm telling you, it's going to get worse before it gets better. We got something on our side. We got an army. And let me tell you something right now. Not all melanated people going to be part of us. You're going to have your Mr. Smiths, your coons, that's going to ride or die for massa. I'm talking to the chosen. It don't take many of us to start what needs to be done. We must separate from this system. We gotta separate. We gotta live off grid. We gotta live in harmony with nature. We have to get closer to the equator. We have to live between the tropics, grow our own food, build our own things, harness our own water, harness our own electricity, in tune with my art. We must build a nation of many nations coming together in harmony. And we must sit amongst each other as leaders and build, not debate. Build. And even if we disagree, we must still have one law that we all abide by, and that's Ma'at. That is 7 Hermetic principles. Mathematics, objectivity, but amongst each other. We need counseling. We need to heal from all the abuse we've had. We need that set up. Shout out to Farrakhan. Shout out to Islam. Shout out to all my Muslim brothers. Everybody melanated that's trying to liberate us as people for real. They don't want this reflection. They don't want it, but it's coming. They can't stop it. All they can do is distract you with bullshit. But I'm telling you, focus in on what's really important. You got to separate yourself. You got to start feeding yourself from the earth. Let me tell you what the earth is. The earth and all the planets are just forms of the sun. The sun is a converter of dark matter. That's what it is. It's a converter. It's like a vacuum. It pulls in dark matter and converts that into light. That means, let me break this down to you very clear. You come from the first dimension, which is thought. It's all thought. That is called God. That is the premortal soup, they call. In quantum physics, they call it the field of potential. The premortal soup of possibility. Anything and everything that can ever be, you call that DNA. It's structured into DNA. That's the first dimension. The nothingness that everything comes from. The triple black darkness. That's what you are. You are God. Then you came through to the second dimension, which is the microscopic dimension. Thought manifested itself in the microscopic dimension, which is the second dimension. Then, and it's so clear, you came through the second dimension. In the second dimension, you manifested enough life force, which are cells. Remember when you was just one cell, you was a zygote, and then you became more cells, and then you became more cells, and you became more cells, until you condensed enough to come into what is called the third dimension. So you come from the microscopic dimension, and you're billions and trillions of cells moving as a unit, which we call the third dimension, which consciousness, which comes from the first dimension, is streaming through and being holographically projected into the third dimension. You are a whole bunch of microscopic beings moving at or vibrating, what is it, tetrahedrons? In the inside of each cell of your body. In the atom of each cell of your body is complete energy. So you are a spirit. This is the spirit realm. I want you to understand that your body is a spirit. Every cell in your body, in the middle of each atom of cell of your body, is nothing but energy, a vortex of energy spinning. Tetrahedrons, what do they call it? Tetrahedrons like nanotornadoes spinning. And each one of you are literally vibrating. That is the Hermetic principle. Everything is vibration. But first principle is everything is mental. You come from a mental place. Everything is thought before it becomes anything manifested. You have conjured up, just like water, ice, and gas. You have conjured up enough cells to become condensed enough into the third dimension. That's what a baby is. A baby starts at a zygote and it builds more cells and more cells and more cells and more cells and more cells till it becomes condensed enough to come into the third dimension. Now the consciousness comes from the first dimension, shot into the baby. But the consciousness is regulated through DNA, which is the Akashic records. That's how you get your astrological energy, by the programming of the genetic genes that are chosen off that DNA, which gives you your reality. So now you are being projected from the first dimension through the second dimension you've came. Now you're in the third dimension, being projected from the first. Is that simple or what? Does that make sense to you? You come from nothing but thought. In the beginning was Word, and the Word, which is thought, was with God, and the Word was God. The same in the beginning with God, all things were made by it, and without it nothing was made that was made. I'll say that again. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Let there be light. Thought. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same in the beginning with God. All things were made by the thought, and without the thought nothing was made that was made. Now, you are in a holographic world, moving as a whole bunch of two-dimensional beings put together to make a third-dimensional being for consciousness to stream through. The consciousness is streaming through the Akashic records, which is the DNA. It's beamed through. You understand what I'm saying? Now, as you come through this dimension, you are God, but a piece of God. Remember, you got DNA, which is all of God. That's the Akashic records. You're just a piece of it, expressing. Now, what genes are pieces of DNA that are pieces of DNA, which are information that tell cells what to do, how to express themselves, who they're going to be, and what their purpose is going to be. So this is genetic. Once you understand biology, then you can understand the genetics. Then you can understand how life works. Then you can understand from your DNA, you got your astrological energy. This is why it's important to study your chart. Now, let's talk about the sun. The sun, that is your mind. The sun is your mind. All of the earth is the sun. It's just another form of the sun, like you are a form of the earth. Your body is made from all of the elements that permeate in this realm. You understand? Nitrogen, hydrogen, all of the elements that permeate in this realm to allow you to exist in this realm consciously. Now, the sun and all of the other suns, which are planets, they call them planets or bodies or planets, Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, all of them are forms of sun. Just like you're a form of the earth, you're the sun as the earth as a human, because energy just takes form in different forms. It's still energy. So you are the earth in human form, but the earth is the earth in sun form. It's another form of the sun. The earth came out of the sun, and it's a form of the sun. It's just vibrating at a different frequency that makes it look different. Just like Mercury vibrates a different, it's a sun. It's all a sun. You cannot be in tune with the sun without not being in tune with the earth. The earth is the sun. The earth is heating up itself. All of the planets are different forms of suns. Now, I know a lot of this information may not correlate with what you're cognitive to. But listen to me. The earth is the sun, and you are the earth. So you are the sun. So we must, and it was written already, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. And who shall ever be alive in it will not perish but have everlasting life. We are disconnected from what we are, so we must connect back to the earth. We must eat from the earth. We must sleep on the earth. And then now we do the studies of what grounding does when we step on the earth. What happens when your body, being an electrical being, and all your cells communicate through electrical synapses? Now, what happens when your body touches the earth? We already did the grounding. We have grounding technology now. When they show you how your blood flows once you touch the earth, just a pinky. You touch the earth with your pinky. And now you are connected to everything that it is. So our connection to the earth, we must get back to the connection of the earth. Because the earth is the sun. You understand? So now we have to get closer to the equator, where the sun, between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, where the sun hits between the what do you call it? The tropical zone. Between the tropical Cancer and the tropical, what? Huh? Equinox. The equinox. The sun travels mostly between here, like a wave. Like a wave between the tropical Cancer and the tropical Capricorn. It's constant communication with the sun, these areas. This is why there's so much food and life in these areas. And you must connect back to what you are in these areas in the jungle, living life and connecting back to the earth so that you will have the earth's frequency, so you will know what to do and where to go at the time, and you will be led by the earth. There's something called the receptor. Magnetoreceptor. The earth has an electrical magnetic grid, and so does your body, and it connects to that electrical magnetic grid to tell you what to do when you're in connection with it. And now when you're in connection with it, it protects you. And I know a lot of people said, well, did the earth protect you when Costa Rica came and got you? You don't know why I came back, why the earth had us come back to the United States to go to the place that we're going. The place we're headed is a beautiful paradise. And we will invite those when we get there to build. So, and you cannot connect to the sun if you do not connect to the earth, because the earth is a form of the sun. It's all communicating with each other. We cannot honor the earth. We cannot honor the sun without honor the earth. So we must honor the planet. We can't continue to let people cut down trees and support that. We have to hate this system. The black man has to hate this system with all of his being for us to be free. We must get rid of the evil. The evil meaning to live backwards. We must get rid of everything that allows us to live backwards and stop indulging into these things. Their system, the European mindset, the genetically modified information that has been given us from the day we were born has become the obstacles that we must overcome to enter the kingdom of God. And I'm telling you, the kingdom is that you connect back to the source of what you are. Now, your melanin will allow you to heal super quick. As soon as you're ready to start to heal, your melanin will start to repair your DNA. All of the damaged, genetically modified information, your mind is going to connect back. The synapses of your neuromelanin will start to connect back to your eumelanin. And everything will start to connect back to itself, because melanin is a super healer. It repairs DNA at its all-time high. It's a super healer. So whenever we're ready, and we're ready because the earth is heating up, because the sun is heating up. People said that the sun is heating up and it's global warming. No, what you don't realize is that the sun is heating up. Why? Because there's a sickness on the planet. And what happens when our body heats up? Let me get the charger. What happens when our body heats up? When we have a fever. When there's a virus upon us, that we're under attack. The earth is under attack right now, and it's heating up. And guess what? When your body heats up to a certain temperature, guess what that sends a signal for? It allows the cells in your body, the immune system cells, to activate. And they know what to do when the heat comes. Ain't that funny? Heat activates the immune system in the body. That's why you get a fever. You get a fever, you get heated up. Your whole body heats up because it realizes it's under attack. So what happens when it's under attack? The immune system starts to activate. And that's what information age is. It's the consciousness. We are sharing information at an all-time high, but this information represents heat. We are finding our mind at an all-time high. We are finding our mind at an all-time high, and they're scared to death. You see, they're scared. Because what it represents in this realm is the consciousness. The age of information is us heating up. That's how it heats up in this realm. It's heat. That's how the information gets to the cells to tell them, hey, we're under attack. And so the melanin in your skin will activate. It's going to activate through the knowledge, through certain activities that's going to happen on this planet that's going to make us all be like, oh, hell no, fuck that. We're going to just snap. And I'm telling you it's coming. We're going to snap. We're not going to care about dying. We're not going to care about nothing. We're going to snap. And we're going to come together. Fuck our differences. We're going to have to come together. And we're going to tear this motherfucking virus ass apart. And it's going to get swallowed up by the earth, going to swallow it up. All these genetically modified organisms is going to get swallowed up because we're going to snap. Something coming. Something's in the air. You can feel it. You can sense it. Something's coming. And I'm telling you what it is. The planet is an organism. It's a cell inside your own body. It is deep like that. We are living inside of our own body in the nucleus of a neuron cell. The earth is the nucleus of a neuron cell in your own body. You are living inside of your own body, being projected to yourself as a cell in your own body. Reflection. You are living inside of your own body, and your body is sick with cancer. In the European system, the lower self is the sickness and cancer of this planet. Every city, every country, all of what they're building and everything they think they are invaders. They are aliens on our body. But just like when you're sick and you get a fever, what happens when you get a fever? Go look it up. Why does your body get hot? Because it's heating up, and that heat sends information, consciousness, information age, consciousness. We figuring it out. We see you, Sinetta, all the arguing. That's just us finding our motherfucking brain. We finding our neuromelanin. We trying to get it right. We gonna fight. That's okay. The ego's gonna bump. It's okay. They think we separated. They think we fucking stupid. But the joke's on them in a minute, because we gonna snap. It's coming. The athletes starting to wake up. They waking up. They won't want to kneel they're showing a little bit of resistance, a little bit of here, a little bit there. You see it coming. Oh, but they gonna snap, buddy. And every black man gonna go crazy. And they scared. They building bunkers, underground bunkers to run. Ain't gonna be nowhere to run. Ain't gonna be nowhere to go. We gonna snap. And it's coming. And I'm here to tell you and prophesize to you what's coming. The black man, because you're melanated, you have this special connection with this being, with this planet in the universe. You are constantly in communication with the universe, but your neuromelanin has been wired the wrong way. And now you're waking up because the heat represents, the information represents the heat. And the consciousness, we're getting it right. We're getting it right. We need a little bit of help from nature. We got to get closer to the equator. So when that burst, when you hear them talking about the suns sending out supernova bursts. They're sending out these bursts, these supernova bursts from the sun. It's just sending out consciousness, sending a signal of heat. The heat represents information. Boom! Solar storms. They coming. Solar flares. They hitting the motherfucking ozone layer and seeping through the ozone layer and waking our DNA up. And when the time coming, it's coming. It's coming. Our differences ain't gonna matter. We gonna go ape shit. Every black man on this planet is what they afraid of. That's why they build prisons. But we gonna take over the prisons. We're going to shut them prisons down and creep out the cracks. And this their worst act, this their worst nightmare. That's why they spend 24/7 on CNN. They can't stop it. You can't kill anybody. You can't kill none of us because it's coming. It don't matter. It's coming. The earth must heal itself like your body must heal itself. Because it's your body. And your body has all the information it needs to heal itself. And it will. And they've ran on this planet. And nature, which is the primordial mind and essence of how life flows, must create balance. And guess what? The melanated man is the head. We are the enforcers. We are the immune system cells that are going to snap. That DNA is going to activate. And when it activates, they already scared. They know it's coming. Oh, they know about epigenetics. They studying. They preparing. What do you think they got these motherfucking tanks and shit? What do you think they got them for, huh? Why do you think they're doing the EMP? It ain't about nothing but us waking up. They are preparing for us to wake up from China to Africa to Russia. You think they're talking about having wars among themselves when they're preparing to protect themselves from what's coming. You see, they're scared of the black man. The black man is the Superman of this planet. They are intrigued on how fast we run and how high we jump, how powerful we are. But they ain't seen nothing yet. Black supremacy. You will bow. You will bow before the greatness of Mayat. And we will have to obey the laws. We will enforce the laws because we are the police officers. We are the pharaohs, the rulers of this planet, and there's many tribes. There's really many nations. And we're going to awaken. Yes, we're fighting right now. Yes, we're killing each other. Yes, we're talking about each other's shit. We don't know what the fuck going on. We waking up. You know when a nigga waking up? Come on. We don't know what's going on. We got to get our mind right. We getting it right, though. It's coming together. It look like chaos right now, but I guarantee you, watch God move. It's going to come together. And they scared of it. They scared of it. They scared. Black woman, I want to let you know what's going on. Put you up on game. What's coming. Be prepared. You look at your man different now. Your man gonna snap. Your man gonna snap. It's gonna come out of nowhere. Every black man gonna get the signal from the sun. And the time gonna come. And they just doing drills when they kill a black man in the street and watch us all riot. That's drills. They seeing what they gonna do when everybody wake the fuck up and we start resisting. You see the riots online? They doing that as drills, man. They know what's coming, man. They doing drills on us. They know what's coming and they scared to fucking death. They scared to death. You think they getting prepared for war because North Korea going to war with America and they gonna send all this shit? Nigga, that's bullshit. Them tanks is for you, black man. They scared of you from everywhere around the world. That's why they trying to create genocide as much as possible in Africa. They trying to turn us against each other in Jamaica. They want to make sure that they get as much of us killed off before that sun send that solar flare. That one solar flare is coming and they know it. They got the technology, they can't stop it. It's coming. Like E=mc², it's coming. So I tell you, my brothers and my sisters, be prepared. Start preparing yourself to live off grid. Go connect to the earth. Connect back. I don't give a fuck if you carrying crystals and talking about the spirit. We figuring it out. We feeling around in the dark. It's okay. It's coming. It's going to make all the sense in a minute. And I'm telling you, all this military martial law shit and building wall shit ain't nothing but for black people. They scared of you. Black man, they petrified of you. You their worst enemy. You their worst nightmare because you're the immune system of the planet and they here to kill, steal, destroy the planet. But guess what? It's coming. Share this video. Like I said, shout out to Yada and the Yadians, his tribe. Shout out to young Pharaoh and his tribe of people. Shout out to Melanation. You know we in the building. Our tribe of people. Shout out to Brother Polite and his tribe. Shout out to Sonnet and all his tribe. Shout out to RFG, chosen ones. Shout out to his tribe. Shout out to 13th Love's tribe. Shout out to all of us, all the leaders, or what we call as towers, to send the message, boop, from the sun. That's all we doing. We just relaying the message from the sun. Boop. Shout out to the Israelites. Shalom. Oh, yes. It's coming together. It's coming together. Yes. Fear not. It's coming. I love myself. Share the message, reflection.